In the roaring 20s, everyone lived a good life, and this was not an exception to John and his wife. Hi, John? John?
I'm here.
What are you doing?
I'm counting the money for the bills.
Again? Okay, have you seen Sarah?
Yeah, she's upstairs. I think she's asleep.
Do you know what they're doing outside? I think they're opening something new, but I don't know what.
I don't know, but the sounds they make are very annoying. I'm wondering what they're doing outside.
Every day, John wakes up in the morning, takes a lunch, opens the mailbox, then he takes the newspaper out, go inside the house again and read it. But this day, something has changed, something that will blow his mind. Good morning. Did you get the newspaper today?
Yeah, I was wondering if you had something new, but it's the same thing as last week. Wait, look at this. This may be my opportunity to give you and Sarah what you always want.
I don't know. If you go to the bank and ask for a loan, maybe you can invest it in the stock market and earn more money.
Yeah, that's a perfect plan. Tomorrow they're going to the fabric. I will go to the bank and ask for the loan and invest it in the stock market.
The next day, John goes and gets a loan. He uses his loan to invest it in the stock market. Then he goes home and sleeps. The next day, he gets notified that the value of his investment increased.
Nina!
What happened, John? This is very important. I'm doing something.
The plan we made worked. The one of the loan. Do you remember it?
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. But what are we going to do next?
No, we're going to invest our own money on the stock market. And then I will return the loan I made. So the profit will be bigger for us.
What are you both doing?
Nothing. Your dad just made a plan that will allow us to get more money.
Really?
Now that your dad got the money he needed, we're going to leave the richest people on earth.
Wow.
Now it's time to go to bed.
Okay, Mom.
I'm going another day because I want to be sure about my decision.
Whatever is your decision, I support you. September 3 of 1929. Days before John saw how people made too much money and how they didn't lose anything. So he gave everything he had except for a small sum of his money. The next day, he earns much more than what he had used. So he repeated this until...
Look, we had made an empire.
I know, right? What day is it?
October 23 of 1929.
Remember how months ago we were planning this and now our dream became true?
Yeah, I know, right? Now, I'm going to spend all the money we have, except for $100 for us to become richer.
It's okay, we're going to gain more money, so do it. John made his way to the stock market. He took all his money expecting to win more the next day. So he gave the money to the person of the stock market.
Wow, it's a lot of money.
I know, right? I will win a lot of money then.
Well, with too much money, the probability is higher.
October 24, 1929. John made his way to the stock market and found something he will never believe will happen. John, what happened? Did you lose your money? Answer me.
I don't know. Wait, did I lose all my money? I spent a lot of money in this.
Let's go. Maybe tomorrow the money will be back.
Okay, the money will be sold.
The next 2 days after the market crash, John used part of his money that was left to buy the food for his family. He fired all of his employees at the factory and consequently lost his factory. He and his wife went hungry, and when the bills came out, John had lost all of the money he had.
So, what we are going to eat, Dad?
I don't know. The government is no longer giving us hangouts, so now we just can't go to sleep and imagine what we're going to do next.
The story is based on what happened before the scene, depicting the image of people makeshift shelter due to the economic crisis in the US known as the Great Depression. The Great Depression mainly happened because the stock market crashed.
The stock market crash happened because the amount of people investing on it was exceedingly high, so it lost its value completely.
During this event, there were several violations done to the human rights. An example of it is the violation to the Article 25, which is the right of having the living conditions. And during this period of the Great Depression, the people no longer have available houses, and they have to make some makeshift places to live, made by boxes or whatever they found. And as well, the people have the right to have their salary. And in this period, people were having unemployment and scarcity, so they didn't have the salary they needed.